More grief, more loss, more lives destroyed.
They struck my house while we were sleeping, me and my children and daughters-in-law. They destroyed my house and the houses of my neighbors. Here are the martyrs, small children, killed without warning in a house and everyone in it, with innocent people inside. There is no resistance. This is the goal of the occupation, to kill the innocent. The accusation is void. There is no resistance. Innocent sleeping women, children and elderly.
This is what is left of their home in Nusret refugee camp.
You don't realize what is happening. You're asleep and then suddenly you find the missiles falling on you. This is also a crowded area, a small camp that is full of residents. You see, Nusret camp is full of residents, so any strike will result in many casualties.
The Israeli military continues to say it's targeting embedded Hamas fighters and blaming them for the loss of Palestinian lives.
Close to 8 members of the Al-Qassas family were killed, and the rest were from the neighbors who were displaced. Approximately 7 children. Here are the innocents who you, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, claim are resistance fighters.
More died in their beds when their home was hit in Zaytun neighborhood, a suburb of Gaza City. Many were children, many were injured, but it's not just homes. These were the survivors of an attack on a bakery in Al Mawasi on the outskirts of Khan Yunis. A designated humanitarian zone, the attack left 4 people dead, including a child. Almost 1 year on from the assault on Gaza, the killing shows no sign of stopping. Paul Hawkins, TRT World.
Genocide. Noun. The systematic killing of substantial numbers of people on the basis of their ethnicity, religion, political beliefs, social status, or other particularities. Genocide. Verb. To commit genocide against, to eliminate, a group of people completely.
I don't think that people really understand why that child lost his head. I mean, they understand that Israel killed him, but the overpressure from the bomb dropping, so that people understand this, the brutality. When a bomb drops in such close proximity, there's something called overpressure. The amount of air and the amount of pressure that air escapes from that area of that strike is so massive that small frame of the child is rattled so much that their rib cage collapses, their lungs, the alveoli inside of their lungs burst, and there's no place for the pressure to escape. So it has to go to the path of least resistance, and that's your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your mouth. And when the pressure is so much, your head explodes, as you saw that child's head explode. And again, I highlight this because I think it's important to understand that that's not accidental. That strike took place in the middle of the night. As you showed in that video in the beginning, where you can actually see each person and count, Israel had a video exactly like that showed them how many people were in those tents, how many people were in the area that they were about to strike, and they still decided to drop a bomb. And the question becomes, you're no longer in the defense, you're in the offense. Because if there are not rockets and missiles flying from that area, you don't strike. You don't strike. You just don't strike. And if there are rockets and missiles flying from that area, proportionality must exist, and you have to decide, is this threat substantial to my current forces on the ground? The answer to that is no.